The Galactic Council's chamber fell silent as Ambassador Cathera of the Zephyrian Empire rose from her crystalline seat. Her four arms gestured dismissively toward the human delegation, her translucent skin shimmering with barely contained disdain. "Honored counselors," she began, her voice carrying the melodic tones that had charmed diplomats across 100 worlds. "We stand here today to discuss the application of Earth for membership in our illustrious council." She paused, letting the word Earth hang in the air like a bad smell. A world so primitive they still burn fossil fuels, so backward they haven't even mastered basic quantum tunneling for transportation. Murmurs of agreement rippled through the assembled alien representatives. The insectoid hive queen Zaxith clicked her mandibles in amusement, while the gas giant-dwelling Vorthak delegation pulsed their bioluminescent bodies in synchronized mockery. Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth Diplomatic Corps remained seated, her fingers steepled before her as she listened to the litany of Earth's supposed shortcomings. Beside her, Dr. Marcus Webb, Earth's chief physicist, simply smiled and made notes on his tablet. "They travel between stars using crude chemical propulsion," Cathera continued, warming to her theme. "Their ships crawl through space like insects, through amber. Meanwhile, we have mastered hyperspace lanes, quantum fold drives, and dimensional bridges. What could such a primitive species possibly offer this council?" The chamber erupted in clicking, chittering, and harmonic agreement from the various alien species. Only the Sage Mind Collective of Proxima remained neutral, their ancient mechanical forms humming quietly in the corner. Captain Chen finally stood, her simple blue uniform stark against the elaborate ceremonial garments of the other delegates. "Honored counselors, with respect, I believe there's been a misunderstanding." Kithara's laugh was like crystal chimes in a windstorm. "Oh? And what misunderstanding might that be, human?" "You seem to think we came here in a ship," Chen replied calmly. The laughter died. Dr. Webb rose beside her, tapping his tablet. "Council archives show our request for this audience was submitted exactly 72 hours ago from Earth. Your fastest courier ships take 6 days to reach Earth from this sector. Your quantum communicators take 18 hours due to the relay network requirements." The chamber began to stir uneasily. "We didn't use hyperspace lanes," Chen continued, her voice carrying clearly in the sudden quiet. "Those are restricted to council members after all. We didn't use quantum fold drives, too energy-intensive for our primitive technology. And dimensional bridges? Well, those are controlled by the Vorthak monopoly." She smiled. And there was something unsettling in that expression. "We got here in 47 hours, without using a ship." The Sage Mind Collective suddenly came alive, their sensors swiveling toward the human delegation. Ancient mechanical voices began speaking, in rapid overlapping calculations. "Impossible," Cathera snapped, but uncertainty now colored her melodic voice. "Our sensors detected no spatial distortions consistent with any known FTL method." Dr. Webb laughed, a sound that seemed far too cheerful for the growing tension in the room. "That's because you were looking for the wrong thing. You see, everyone in the galaxy learned to fold space, bend dimensions, or punch holes through reality. Very elegant solutions. But humans," Captain Chen picked up the explanation, "we're stubborn. When we couldn't figure out how to fold space to bring 2 points together," she paused dramatically, "we learned how to convince space that 2 points were never apart in the first place. The implications hit the council like a quantum shockwave." "You're lying," the Hive Queen buzzed, but her compound eyes betrayed her fear. "Space-time manipulation of that degree would require energy equivalent to a small star, yes," Dr. Webb agreed cheerfully. "Fortunately, we figured out how to borrow energy from parallel dimensions and pay it back with temporal interest. Completely sustainable, no heat signature, no exotic matter required." The Vorthak delegation began pulsing in alarm patterns. Their entire economy was built on controlling dimensional bridge technology. "The Sage Mind Collective is calculating the implications as we speak," Chen observed, noting the frantic activity among the ancient machines. "I suspect they're realizing that if humans can manipulate causality itself to achieve faster than light travel, our primitive civilization might be worth a second look." One of the sage minds spoke, its voice carrying the weight of eons. The mathematics are sound. They have achieved true causality displacement. They did not travel here. They simply became here. The silence that followed was absolute. Cathara's skin had shifted from shimmering silver to a pale, frightened blue. But your technology, we monitored your world for centuries. You're barely past nuclear fusion. Oh, that? Dr. Webb waved dismissively. We keep the really interesting stuff off planet. Can't have accidents with reality-altering technology where people live, you know. Common sense. Captain Chen addressed the Council directly. Earth formally requests membership in the Galactic Council. We believe our unique perspective on space-time. Manipulation could benefit all member species. We're prepared to share our knowledge and under appropriate agreements, of course. The Hive Queen was the first to speak, her voice a harsh whisper. What do you want? Respect, Chen said simply. Recognition. And maybe an apology for calling us primitive. She turned to leave, Dr. Webb following. Oh, and counselors. Our ship, the one that didn't bring us here, is currently in orbit. Feel free to send someone to examine it. I think you'll find it enlightening. As the humans walked toward the exit, reality seemed to shimmer around them. Wait, called the Sage Mind Collective. How are you leaving? Dr. Webb turned back with that unsettling smile. Same way we arrived. We'll simply unbecome here and become there instead. The shimmer intensified, and then the humans were gone. In the stunned silence that followed, Kethera slumped back into her seat. I move to grant Earth immediate membership status. Seconded, came the rapid chorus from every other delegation. The vote was unanimous. Outside the station, space itself seemed to chuckle as reality settled back into its normal configuration, leaving only the memory of two humans who had just taught the galaxy that there was more than one way to master the universe. Sometimes the most primitive approach was also the most revolutionary.